Alright, so you can see we're inside the dev tools. This is going to be basically where I generate all my items and everything. But right here, you can see there's this little blue sword. This is the sword that we're going to be adding into the game. It's not currently an item in the game, but that's what we're here to do. So let's go ahead and turn it into an item. First, let's go ahead and go through the model. It's literally just blade, guard, handle, hilts. Those are like the 4 things you need for a sword. And then the handle and the hitbox. Those are just invisible parts that you can't really see, but they're for the functionality of the actual item itself. But yeah, now that you know kind of what we're working with, let's turn it into a sword. So first thing we gotta do, we gotta turn it into an item first. So let's go ahead and name it. So tester, blue sword. Let's set it to a legendary item. Weapon, its category is gonna be weapon. Its type is gonna be sword. And we could set this to long sword, but I mean it's a short sword, so let's just do that for now. Asset, let's give, oh yeah, it's an item, of course. And then forge, oh, let's reselect it real quick. And then description, this is a tester blue sword. That's correct, isn't it? And special values, damage, what could we set it to? We could set it to 30, just like do a billion damage. And then, let's see, for the next one, let's just give it max health. And so basically what it's going to do is when we equip the weapon, it's going to give us 50 extra max health. And so that's going to be kind of crazy, but it's just to show you, you can really do whatever you want. And actually, while we're at it, should we add an effect as well? So maybe that's going too far. But let's just go ahead and select the stat. So basically inside here, the server unused, that's kind of like where the value removes item. So like, shoot. So basically when you unequip an item, this is gonna be where it's gonna run. So server unused is kind of referring to unequipping the item. And server used, that's gonna be when you equip the item. So basically I'm just saying that it's gonna add health and it's gonna remove health when you equip or unequip. But yeah, let's go ahead and set the positioning and I'll do that real quick. Alright, and I positioned it real quick. So this is looking about right. Maybe, oh, we gotta add the recipe as well. Can't forget about that. Let's make it take a iron ingot. And let's just say like, maybe like 10 iron ingots. That sounds about right. Okay, so let's go ahead and click create. Right there. And you can see it added a new item basically to the server storage. So this is the new item that we just created. We don't need the plugin anymore. And let's go ahead and open it up. You can see inside the script, it's just what we kind of configured it to be. So it's gonna give you add health when you equip it, and when you unequip it, it's gonna remove it. So yeah, basically negative max health. But yeah, now we can see everything's working, but this is not enough to make it into a weapon. You can kind of see it's like it's missing the functionality, right? No scripts or anything. So let's go ahead and do that right now with the new plugin that I've made, which is the weapon generator. So you can see when I open it up, there's two little dummies. You'll see what they're for. And also while we're at it, let's go ahead and deselect this. So yeah, you can see you can rotate them super fast. You can pause them from rotating. But yeah, it's a little bit fun to do this. But we're getting off the topic. Let's go ahead and configure the tester blue sword. So you can see it's ingrained within this guy's head. If you want it like that, so be it, go for it. I mean, I'm not gonna be doing this, but let's go ahead and click this preset sword. You can see this is basically the default sword values, and you can see it already looks pretty good. It's positioned in a correct position on the back and everything. But let's say we wanted to customize it. We don't want it to be on this guy's back. We want it to be equipped to this guy's arm, let's say. So how would we go ahead and do that? So inside the plugin, I've set up this little dummy right here, and if we click around, you can kind of see it's moving it around, but it's not just moving the item around, it's also parenting it to a new body position. And what that means is basically we can have the sword move with any limb that we want. So let's say we want it to move with the right arm. And yeah, you can already see it's already on the right arm, but we're gonna have to maybe position it a little bit better just because it doesn't look right now at the moment. So let's go ahead and set this to 0. Was that the right rotation? Oh, that was the angle. So yeah, let's go ahead and set this to 0. Right there. Maybe that wasn't the right value. Let's go ahead and set that back to 180. Let's set this one to 0. No, that's supposed to be 90. And let's set this one to 0. There we go. Found the correct position value. And let's set this one to 0 as well, actually. And then for the position, let's go ahead and maybe bring it up a little bit and move it to the arm side. Actually, let's just set it to 0. And then let's move it closer to this guy's arm, just so that it kind of looks like it's equipped to the arm. There we go. That looks about right. So you can kind of see it looks a little bit odd. We can also swap side, so you can kind of make sure that it's correctly positioned. But yeah, there we go. And you can see it's already, this is going to be what it's going to look like inside the person's hand. You can already see it looks about right. Yeah, there's really no adjustment I have to make here. And these are the animations. So if I wanted to like make more animations, I could easily add more animations right here. Or if I wanted to remove animations, let's say we only wanted it to be like a 3 animation combo, we could always just remove some of these. But for now, this works fine. And let's go ahead and click update item data. So once we do that, boom, you can see instantly it added a ton of new folders, new scripts, new values. Inside here, you can see it added all of this new stuff. These are basically the vector positions that we just configured right here. And scripts, you can see it generated new scripts. We can open them up real quick. It's just super simple scripts that'll just make the weapon kind of work and everything. Events, animations, and yeah, seems to be working pretty well. So yeah, let's go ahead and copy it over to the main project and let's see if it works, which hopefully it does. And so yeah, we've added it to the game, but there's really no way to actually get the item because it's not a forgeable at the moment or anything. So let's just make it so you can purchase it in the shop. So let's go ahead and copy this. Tester Blue Sword, that's what we named it, I believe. Yeah, Tester Blue Sword. Let's make it cost 50 because maybe 1,000 is a bit too much for what we're asking for. So let's go ahead and test the game, and I'll see you inside the game. Alright, so we're inside the game, and as you can see, we're just chilling. So let's go ahead and open the test shop and see, hopefully it worked. Yes, as you can see, we've got the Tester Blue Sword, sorry. It costs 50 as you can see. Let's go ahead and buy it. Boom! We purchased it, and let's go ahead and open up our inventory. Tester Blue Sword. It's looking as beautiful as it looked when we were making it. Max health 50, damage 30. So let's go ahead and make sure that it actually works. So at the moment we're at 105 health. If we equip the sword, 155 health. So you can see it worked. And yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about. So you can equip it to the back, your arm, your head, your back. It looks a little bit odd on the side of the arm, but it was just for testing purposes. But yeah, you can see it's working. Let's equip it actually. So let's press F. Boom, shakalaka. What do you guys think? So actually, real quick. So, yeah, okay, this is kind of tripping me up because it's equipped to the arm. But let's go ahead and test it on a monster real quick. So let's come over here. Big red button. What could it do? It spawns monsters. That's right. Let's wait for them to load up their little thingies, and let's try and fight them. Die. Yeah, you can see 30 damage per hit. It might be a little bit too OP, but yeah, it's working. It's going great. It's going well. And let's go ahead and unequip it. But yeah, actually, we could probably double wield it, and it'd be kind of crazy. I don't actually want to show you that. Actually, while we're doing this, something you might have noticed. You can equip it to the right arm, or you can equip it to the left arm. Let's see it in action. Left arm, boom. You can have it left arm. And let's buy a second one so we can have... Actually, we already have a copper sword, I believe. Yeah. What do you guys think? It looks a little bit goofy, but it works. It does the job. And actually, we could probably combo it with the Tester Sword as well. Look at this, guys. Guys, you don't want to know how long this stuff took, bruh. This stuff does not go by fast. But we can now test it on the monsters. Kind of wreck these enemies, destroy, boom, boom, boom. They never stood a chance. They erred, they knew, they were scared. This error I already know what it's about. I'll fix it later once I'm working on monsters. But let's get into the next thing that's kind of gonna happen in this project. So I just recently finished that weapons generator plugin. So now I can actually start using it, and I've got a ton of plans for weapons. Ton of plans. I've already got a couple ideas for abilities and everything. I want weapons to have their own custom abilities and everything, but at the moment I just need to get the models and everything. So I'm gonna be grinding on Blender. I might be live streaming a little bit just because it doesn't really take a brain to model items and everything, so I could probably do it while doing other stuff and having a little bit of fun. So if you guys are interested in that, subscribe. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like. Make sure to hit the bell. Have a good rest of your day, you guys. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy. I guess it's not Thanksgiving anymore, but yesterday it was. It was pretty nice. Make sure to eat your leftovers. Have a good rest of your day, you guys. Okay, see ya.